Hi, welcome to RoseOpalKnits, our crafty podcast.
This is episode 66, and I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica, and we are a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law duo from Delaware. So, hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you're new, we're so happy that you're here. We hope you stick around, you like what you see, and you consider subscribing. And if you're returning, well, thank you so much for hanging with us, and we enjoy spending time with you. And all the show notes will be in the description box below. So we're going to jump right into the crafty goodness, and we're going to start with finished objects.
There's only one.
Okay.
So, but this one was kept in my Target bag. And all the yarn's still in there, but it is done. And ends are woven in. I didn't even remember. But anyway, so this is Mason's Simple Hug. And it is his grandpa's sweater because of the colors, and it just has that feeling to it, basically. I used her modifications because she's already knit one for her daughter, and then Mason tried that one on, and that one's all pink, so then he's like, I want a blue one. So now we have a blue one. But anyways, so the yarns, the gray, which is the light gray, which is what I'm calling the main color, is this one. It is Michael's Craft Smart Economy in, I don't know what color. It's like a beige color or something, but I'm not sure. And then the stripes are this one, which is loops and thread wool like, look, it's blowing out. This blue doesn't like me. Anyway, I'll put it down here. It is loops and thread wool leg in the teal ocean, I think. I use this for my Providence tee, but I keep forgetting the color name. And then the brown is Lion's Brown Pound of Love in the taupe color. I use this for a baby blanket. And the other two are sock yarns. This one is Rose Hill yarn in Winter Wonderland. And then the last one is this one, which is Willow Tree in her royal base in the World Traveler. And the buttons are from Hobby Lobby because he didn't like the original buttons once they came. And the whole thing was knit on a US 10.5.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he thinks it's cute, but he won't let me take pictures of it. So there
And
aren't.
it's modified because it's an adult pattern.
Yes.
So we just sized down for children's size.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, and all of the stripes are actually held double, and then this is just single.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I have about that one.
All right. You don't have anything else?
I have the little thing.
All right.
It's technically a finished object. I'm not counting it as one because I'm making 3 of them. This is it. And I am calling it finished. It is supposed to have little spikes, but I am not going to make it. Hold on, I gotta look up the pattern name real quick. I forgot it again. Okay, it's Bunnies in Yarn, Baby Number 5, Dinosaur Crochet Pattern.
Yeah, I was gonna say show it.
So, ooh, I've already made one of them
Mm-hmm.
for Holden, and then my kids wanted them. So this one is Paisley's. She chose pink, and it's got little blue eyes. And I cannot sew these things together to save my life. Like, look at her little arms. Okay, first of all, this one is longer than this one. I don't know how.
It looks cute. It looks like
Yeah, I know,
she's
it's like
trying to hold
hiding.
something.
I don't know. She's cute though. Like, her head's crooked, her arms are non-straight, her legs are pretty okay, and her tail's fine. I don't know. They will never be perfect, but I do not want to make those 6 little spikes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not happening.
I think it looks cute like that.
But anyways, I don't have the
Hold
pink
it.
yarn in here anymore, so I'll show you this one. It's Swish DK is the yarn, but this one is in the carnation color. And the eyes, I just bought a pack of safety eyes off of Amazon. It came with a bunch of them, like eyes and noses, and then there were a couple different color eyes also. But yeah, so that's my little dinosaur. Paisley has not seen it yet. Because I know as soon as they see their dinosaur, they're going to take them, and I won't have them.
Mm-hmm.
So, they will be hidden until I can get a picture of them. But they're not going to last till next podcast. So this is the only time you will see them actually sewn. And they won't have their limbs and heads sewn on straight. I promise that.
Yeah. So are you working on a second
I
one?
am working on a second one. Oh, I didn't even tell you.
We're going into works in
size.
progress now.
I'm on a it's a 3.5 millimeter, which is an E.
Mm-hmm.
And these hooks are just from Amazon too. It's just the hooks with the little grippy, nothing special. But this one is Mason's. It's its head. That's as far as I am so far.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is this yarn in Bluebird. And then Holden, I'll show you this yarn too since it's here. Look, I don't even have a tag on this yarn. Holden chose brown for Theo. So, Theo will get a brown one.
Uh-huh.
Out of, I have a whole basket of Swish DK.
Maybe he's
and
thinking
he just
that.
picked brown. I
Yeah.
was like,
Maybe he
what?
was thinking that Theo, since he's the youngest, would get it super dirty or something.
I don't know. He picked brown though, so I was like, okay, that's
Uh-huh.
fine by me, I guess. But yeah, that's my partially finished object.
All right.
Oh wait, I didn't show you my bag. It's my friend's bag by Mountain State Stitches.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're back to school, and I homeschool, and so I've got a high schooler, a ninth grader, and a kindergartner, and between homeschooling and everything else around the house, I have been dividing my craft time between knitting and cross-stitching, and I got a new cross-stitching gadget, which means that I've spent a little bit more time cross-stitching than knitting. And I had announced in the last episode that there's going to be monthly cross-stitch updates, so you won't see any cross-stitch this video. I'll just show you my knitting, but there's not a lot of it. The majority of my knitting time has been spent on my habitation throw. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. And here it is. Oh, sorry, Daphne. So the last time I showed it, I was here at the very beginning of this 10 gram mini. So I added this 10 gram mini, this is a 20 gram mini, this is a 20 gram mini. And then this is the main color for the second half of the blanket, because I'm using the minis that I got in an advent calendar from my friend Julie, Christmas 2021. And then that's in the first half. And then in the second half of the blanket, I got 3 skeins of this yarn from my mother for Christmas. So I'm going to use what I need for the second half of the blanket. And here is, and the color is Tea Cozy. So I'm on my first cake of yarn, and I have started the decreases. So let me get this. This is being held in my huge bag. I call it my black cat bag. It looks like my 19-year-old black cat.
He ran in front of my car the other day.
Oh no.
I know. I mean, there's 2 black cats, but of course it was the old one that ran in front of my car too as I was driving home at night.
There's a black cat that lives on the other street. He comes around sometimes to try to fight with my old cat.
The cat literally ran in front of my car, and I literally braked so hard because, if I hit him, I'd be so bad.
Yeah. All right, so I have started the decreases, and you can see that it's working. Well, maybe you can't. Yeah.
You can kind of see the kern. What is that?
Yeah.
Kern.
There. So now it's working back this way because it's like a corner to corner.
Yeah, see, you can see it. You just have to hold it right.
Mm-hmm. And I omitted the eyelets. So the original pattern was written to have an eyelet row every so often. And I did it once and decided I didn't want to do it anymore. But I'll do it at the end to try to even out the ends. But anyway, so I have timed myself. I timed myself this morning when I was knitting across the row, and it takes me about 16 minutes to get across one row.
That's not that bad, though.
It's not too bad.
How long the blanket is.
Mm-hmm. But, and since I'm on the decreases, most of these rows took me probably, 17, 16 minutes. and this is my 30, has become my 30 minutes a day.
So you can do like 2 rows roughly?
Yeah, so until they get smaller.
Yeah.
Right
now.
But my goal is to have it finished by this Advent, the start of Advent. So we'll see if I reach my goal or not.
It's going to be a warm blanket.
Yeah.
Even though it's fingering weight.
I think I'm going to love it. And I am knitting this blanket on a...
Steal it.
Yeah. My daughter steals all my blankets. I'm knitting on a US 5, which is a 4mm needle. All right, I have 3 other whips.
I have 1.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep talking.
I'm going to knit then while she talks for a couple minutes because I'm just on a sleeve.
And I worked a little bit on my City Limit sweater. It's in this carrot bag that my sister-in-law gave me for my birthday in April. And I think that's when I started this sweater, was in April. So I showed it last episode, and I've only knitted a little more than an inch, I think, since the last episode. But it's progress. I mean, you know,
it is.
It took up some of my crafting time, and
everything blows my face out so bad.
I'm waiting on more yarn. So when I was knitting it, and I was like, oh, I can't wait till this is done. And then I was looking at my yarn. Basically, I have these 3 colors, and I was just going to alternate because I have enough for the sweater, and I was just going to alternate. But then I was like, I don't know. I think I want more variety in this sweater. And so I ordered some more Knit Picks palette, which is what I'm using. And the sweater is designed, you can wear it purl side out or knit side out. And I haven't decided yet which way.
You don't have to decide until you go to pick up your neck.
Yeah. So, but once I ordered the new yarn, I just kind of put it aside because I was like, oh, my yarn will be here in 5 days or something. But it's not due. It's like taking 2 weeks. Hopefully it'll get here. But, so yeah, this is the City Limits, and I am knitting it on, I believe, a US 9 on my Knit Picks wooden needles. Yep, US 9, 5.5mm needle. And I am knitting the (43.5" size. Not a whole lot to say about that. I also worked on my Zweig, which is in this bag that my friend Julie gave me for my birthday. And I showed this last episode as well. I am knitting it on, or with, Sweet Mountain Crafts yarn in the Erica colorway, and this is on the Scree base. And then this is Beachy Breeze Fibers, and the colorway is Tranquility, and I actually purchased it from the Crazy Sock Lady shop. I am knitting, go ahead and look at it while it's here.
I should find out the information on this sweater before I talk about it.
I am knitting size large, which is a 44-inch bust. And I am knitting it on a US 6, which is a 4mm needle. I am in the lace section.
I thought you were gonna do the lace.
What?
Didn't you say you weren't gonna do the lace?
No, I didn't do the color work. So I talked about this last
okay.
time. I omitted the color work since the colors don't really contrast. They like coordinate and they look great together, but there's not a high contrast. So I thought, why am I going to spend my time and my yarn doing the color work when it would just kind of get muddled together? So I just striped them instead. And then started in on the lace. And this is where I was the last time I showed it. Right up here, I knitted 9 9 rows of lace, and one of those rows was an increase row. So I think in 2 more rounds I'm going to have another increase. There's a total of 35 rounds of lace. So I'm on round 10 or 11, something like that. But anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I really like the way it looks. But obviously with the lace I need to concentrate more than if it was just stockinette. So every day I pick it up and do like a row or 2. And then I'm like, all right, moving on. And I'll just show my last one, and then you can show your last one. But in this bag that Daphne and Holden gave me.
Collections, but this one was exclusive to native fibers.
I have my husband cashmere DK weight socks.
These ones are cashmere.
The yarn I am using for the main part of the sock is the Superwash Merino Cashmere Nylon blend from Willow Tree Yarn. And I have one sock finished that I am knitting a contrast toe, which is a combination of a Willow Tree fingering weight sock yarn and Coop Knits sock yarn. But on the second sock, I was right up here last episode, just like 3 or 4 rounds in, and I have knitted the leg of the sock. I did the slip stitch heel, the turn, and now I'm working through the gusset decreases.
Were you knitting that magic loop the entire time?
No, I knit the cuff and the leg on 9-inch circulars, and now I'm doing magic loop. I like to switch back and forth.
That's what I was wondering. I thought you were on 9 inches, 9-inch circulars.
Yeah, here it is right here. So I am knitting the sock on a US 3, which is a 3.5 millimeter needle. Is that what it is? 3.25. 3.2. I know, it's so hard. I thought maybe you might have it memorized. Oh, no. 3.25 millimeter needle. Ow, poked myself in the eye. So, what is the colorway? Steel. Steel is that colorway from Willow Tree Yarn. That should be finished very soon. So that's it. That's all my whips. Or, it's not all my whips, but that's all the whips I touched.
I have mine in my other Mountain State Stitches bag. But this one's a sweater this time. But anyways, so I guess I haven't even seen this. I'm pulling it. The cord was in between my leg. Hold on. There we go. Alright, you guys have not seen this because it released on the 1st. This is the Chunky Souffle by Penrose Knits, which that's her name on everything. She has a website, a YouTube channel, and an Instagram. But so this is it, and I am knitting the 4th size, and I don't even know what I was supposed to say. But anyway, so I'm knitting the 4th size, and my needles are for the body. It's a US 13. I don't know what size, which is a 9.9. It's a 9 millimeter needle. And then the cuff was on a 10.5, a US 10.5. And the yarns are, I have these tags, hold on. Yes. Alright, so the gray, which is the plumper of the two, is Knitting for Olive in the lead color. And this is their double soft merino, which is discontinued. But
the lighting's going crazy. Hold them back a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, so this is it. It's just lead. It's just gray. And then the other one is Javi Diablo. These are just colored numbers. It is color 28, which is a dark blue. So those are those. And like I said, I'm knitting the 4th size. And this pattern, here, let me show you this. This pattern has the folded over neckband, which she does with, it seems like she likes to do that. She hasn't actually released many chunky patterns yet. But then you're supposed to knit the body and the sleeves and everything first and then go back and do your ruffle. But I was too impatient. I wanted the ruffle on. And then I got impatient with the body, so then I moved on to the sleeves. And I didn't do the decreases the same as the pattern because I did them the normal way I do them. And look how small it is. It fits my wrist. I know it doesn't look like it would. Hold on. Gotta like actually show this because it does not look like it would fit my wrist. It does. Like, and it's cute. So, and I did do the tubular bind off for the cuff. That one looks funny. Maybe I messed it up a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, so all I have to do is finish the other sleeve, which I'm halfway done with, and then the body, which I'm not that close to getting done. But yeah, that's my sweater.
All right, so that's all our works in progress, and we're going to do a little talking about upcoming cast on projects. So what's that called? In the queue?
What?
In the queue. Like it's in the queue. It's lined up. We're going to get... Never mind.
I don't know words. Okay.
All right, so I have 2 that I'm going to cast on soon.
I'm only going to do 1.
You're going to do
because, I mean, I've only really been knitting on one project at a time.
Mm-hmm. I like to have variety.
I do too. I don't know. I've only been doing one at a time for a little bit now.
Well, I'll start. So this is on my Make 9, which I was looking over my Make 9, and I had thought that I was failing miserably at it, but I don't think I'm doing too bad. I've finished 3, and I have 2 on the needles, I think, right now, and I'm going to cast on another one. So I probably won't finish all 9, but doing better than I thought. But I'm going to cast on this maxi top dress by Elena Nodal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But I don't have anyone in particular to knit this for because I'm going to use stash yarn, and so I only have enough to knit the smallest size. But I'm going to knit it in this.
It will fit Mary Rose's baby doll.
Oh, it might.
There you go. It probably will.
It
One of
will.
those.
That's
size.
a good idea. Yeah.
I'm sure she'll be happy with this. She has a matching blanket, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I had bought, I don't know, like 4 or 5 balls of this when I was pregnant with my daughter. She's going to turn 6 next month. And I knitted her baby blanket. But I have this left over and a little tiny bit from another one. So I thought that I found this dress on Ravelry. It might be a free pattern. I can't remember. And so I thought I would just knit it up and I'd put it in the hope chest and just save it. You know, I figured somebody would have a newborn baby girl. But you're right, Mary Rose would love to have it for her baby dolls. She loves baby dolls. So I can always do that too. And with the matching blanket, yeah, she'd love that.
And then the doll bed for her birthday.
I was gonna say, and if I cast it on like now, I can have it done by her birthday.
That one wouldn't take too long. Her birthday is in October, so she doesn't have a whole lot of time. But you should have plenty of time to knit a newborn size.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna use a contrasting color. I'm gonna knit it the way it's written. I'm gonna knit it to pattern. I'm just gonna use one yarn. So that I will. Now that we've talked about it, I'll probably cast that on tonight, maybe. Or tomorrow. But all right, you want to talk about yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So mine, I already have it in a bag and everything. This is my paper crane bag, and I've already talked about this. I'm going to knit the Arachne sweater by Andy Sutherland. Or I don't know how to say her last name. But anyways, look, I even have needles in here already, you guys. Like, I'm gonna use a US 8, which is. Why am I going to use... Oh, this is for the ribbing. This is only for the ribbing. I was like, why would I do that on a worsted? That's like a fingery weight needle. But anyway, so this is an Arachne sweater, and these are my colors. They are the same exact yarn. It is the Hobby Lobby I Love This Wool Naturals Pure and Simple, and the actual color is ivory. So I bought 5 of these and dyed them myself, and I only brought one in the bag. But I dyed them like a dark gray, brown, blacky color. It's fine. I wanted a variegated yarn, but I didn't want to pay like a whole bunch for this sweater, but I knew I didn't want it to be like a solid black and white. I don't know why, but it was because of Lori, actually, from Lunar Knits. She knit one, and she used a variegated gray-black yarn and with the white. And I was like, I want that, but I was like, I don't need a hand-dyed sweater that I will only wear in October, you know? So I went for a more, like a commercial-based yarn and did it myself. But I am also using a worsted weight, whereas the pattern calls for a sport weight. So I am going to be knitting the smallest size on a couple needle sizes up. But that normally works out perfectly fine for me. So, and I mean, I'll know pretty soon if it's not going to fit me the way I want it to. And I'll be able to just rip it back, which I won't mind ripping back. So, and that's it.
All right, I have one more, which was actually going to be the project that I casted on first, but since we had that little talk, I have now changed my mind. So I stuffed everything in my Doctor Who bag from Mountain State Stitches. It's old, like years old. And what I was going to cast on, I mean, I still am, but that's not, I have black and white patterns because that's what my printer, that's the ink my printer had. But this sweater, it's called Sweatshirt. And it's just stripes, and it's tunic with a split hem, and I'm going to knit it for my daughter, Mary Rose. And I have stash yarn again. I was gifted 2 balls of this Barocco Mil Fiori. I don't know how to say that. Light Luxe. And this variegated, it even has Stellina in it, colorway. So I have 2 balls of that and 1 partial, but mostly all of there. Ball of Barocco Ultra Wool DK that I used in my Christmas sweater. So this is going to be the main color, and this is going to be the stripes. And I'm excited to get working on that too, because I've just been working on my size sweaters here recently, and I'm
once you know this little, like that baby dress,
yeah,
like it's gonna be weird.
But so those are upcoming cast-ons.
I kind of want to cast on my dress.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Well, you know me. I kind of live by the rule that you can't finish it if you don't start it.
The Augustin number 21
yeah.
with the lace.
So you have the.
It's so cute. I have the yarn. It's just sitting there. Like I ordered it. I saw the picture of it. Ordered the yarn ahead of time before the pattern was even released, and I haven't cast it on. But like I have one of those little 12x12 cube shells, and that's where my yarn goes now. And all the yarn for this project just sits in one cube. It takes up the entire cube, and I'm like, I need that space. So
you're ready to cast it on, you think? Or you're getting ready?
Maybe.
Or you're
maybe
thinking about casting it on? Well, that'll be fun.
I don't know. I didn't even bring up the yarn. I just thought about it while we were sitting here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because it's like brown. It's the umber colorway of Lions Brand Woolies.
Oh,
so it's like kind of like her shirt, but like a little bit more brown.
I was wearing a pink shirt and then sat next to Daphne, and I said, hold on.
I washed myself out today wearing this shirt, and then it's cloudy outside.
Yeah.
And every time it's cloudy, it just blows me out. There's no way getting around it. But then I also chose to wear a light shirt with my light hair and my light skin. So perfect combination, you know? Like. Yeah.
So, well, I got up and changed my pink shirt so I could look like I matched with Daphne. So we look like we were ready for fall, which we are. As much as I love the sun in the summer, I am ready for fall.
Can you tell I don't love the sun in the summer?
But yeah, it's partially cloudy today. The sun keeps coming in and out. So if our lighting is very off, that's why. But I haven't watched any new knitting podcasts. I haven't watched any knitting podcasts. Not one
you won't watch
in the last 2 weeks. So Not, I mean, it's not that I don't want to. I do. I'm going to watch them. It's just that right now,
She wants to watch Floss Tube.
when I sit down, I watch cross stitch instead. Hey, I don't have that much time, so I'm gonna spend it doing what I want to do.
I haven't
This
been
bag
watching
is
it.
really pretty. I think I just looked at it like closely for the first time, but that bouquet of flowers right there, so pretty. Anyway, sorry. But Daphne has watched a couple, you've been watching a couple new ones, right?
I've watched a couple new ones, but I'm only stuck with 2. But that's only because those are the 2 that have been actually putting out videos.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 I've been watching are Carsley Handmade. Her name is Carson, and Popsicle Frog. But I haven't watched her in like a week, and I can't remember her name. I know, that's awful. Here,
Well,
I can probably find her.
And I'll
real
put
quick.
them in the show notes down below.
But anyway, so Carson is in Texas, and she, I don't know how old she is. She hasn't said it, but she's a younger woman, and she knits a lot of baby stuff because she is pregnant with her first baby. So that's what she shows a lot, because she's in that little funk. Not really a funk, I guess. That's not the right word. But, like, she wants to knit the baby things rather than, like, full-size garments for herself. But she does show quite a bit of stuff. Like, she doesn't
Just variety.
Yeah, she doesn't only do, like, the sit-down standard podcast. She's talked about her summer knits and her fall plans and everything. And she, like, has all of my favorite colors.
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
It's all like fall tones and neutrals, and I'm like, I love this.
And then what's the other one?
It's Popsicle Frog. I don't know if she has an Instagram.
Can't you just look her up on
I'm
YouTube
trying
real
to.
quick? Oh.
I'm messing up, you guys. I can't type and
talk at the same time.
no, my brain does not do that. I don't even know. It's not popping up. Hold on, I'm struggling. I can find her. Hopefully.
Isn't she in your subscriber?
I couldn't find her.
Right there.
Where? She's right there. Wait.
Oh, I messed it up.
Is she? Look, it doesn't.
Well, just show them.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll just show you this.
Ooh, can't
Nope.
really see it.
Nope.
Oh.
Popsicle Frog knits.
Well, I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah.
You're looking for a name? Is that what you're looking
Yeah.
for? Oh, it's not even in her about section.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll put it on the screen. You can go check her out if you haven't seen her yet, but that's someone new that Daphne's been watching.
I don't know why I can't remember her name either. But she's one of those ones that she knits things that I wouldn't so much knit, but I like to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but then she knits some stuff that I would knit too.
Mm-hmm.
She's like got a good variety, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But she's a little, I mean, Carson is more regular than the Popsicle Frog, too. Like, I think Carson's been putting out an episode every week, maybe 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. I think the last knitting podcast I watched was Carla Knits. And I think she's got a new one I haven't watched yet. So, she might even have 2.
I don't know how many she
Anyway,
has.
I have a whole, I mean, obviously I'm subscribed to a bunch, so I've got a lot that I need to watch, but I found a couple new floss tubers and I've been binge watching theirs when I have the time. But alright, so.
Look, for no reason. It's just blowing out.
It's because it's the sun coming in and out of the clouds. It's like messing with it. But anyway, so thanks for watching, and we will be back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And in between this episode and the next episode will be my floss tube video. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Some people said in the comments they would watch. Oh, and thank you so much for your comments. Like, I know how much time it takes, how much extra time it takes to like leave a comment and chat, and I really do appreciate it. And if I or Daphne have not responded to you yet, we will, I promise. Thank you for commenting. But all right, so thanks for watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.